to the Pretty Red ENT Show. It's your girl goddess Naquita, a.k.a. Pretty Red ENT. And if nobody told you they loved you today, just know that goddess Naquita, she loves you today, okay? And I'm sending so much love and light out to the angels, the ancestors, the spiritual guides. I'm sending love and light out to just the spirit. Like, I don't know. I don't really hear too many people say that. So I'm going to send some love and light out that way, okay? How are you beautiful people doing today? I hope that you know that I love y'all. I miss y'all. I've been like catching up on things that I needed to catch up on, which was one, sleep. Okay. Like, what? It's important. Sleep is important. But just having like the moment to be able to just be still is powerful. A lot of people don't understand, like, being actually still is a superpower. Some people have to learn how to sit by themselves. Like, isolation is not for the weak, right? I'm one of them people like, yeah, take me to a cave so I can sit in there by myself and meditate. Like, people like, what? Yeah, I'm going right there in the middle of the meditate. I will go right there and meditate and just chill by myself. And even though I'm a natural born Aries, some people are like, that's weird because y'all like to be outside. I do like to be outside and I do like to be adored. And saying that I don't is cap, okay? I'll just throw that out there. Just cap. But I feel like everybody have a due diligence to really take that time out and really get to know yourself as a whole. Like, what do you like? What you don't like? How would this make you happy? How wouldn't it make you happy? Right? And I always take that time out for myself to really go within. And a lot of people don't know, like, I was isolated for probably about the whole time COVID was alive. So the whole time COVID hit, I remember it was March. And I went out to the bar and COVID was there. And then after I went to the bar twice, boom, it was over with. Like, I was no longer, I mean, I was still outside because, you know, Aries people, we just don't listen like that. Like, we do what we want. But I was still isolated. And then, like, I got forced into isolation. And people know when I'm talking to y'all Aries, y'all know when I'm talking to y'all, because sometimes we are to be isolated to see everything moving around us, right? And I feel like this can be as beneficial for every zodiac sign. You need to spend time with yourself alone. Meditation. Just chilling and enjoying your space and energy by yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm telling you, this is the first step to, like, actually really getting to know yourself personally, your spirit, your energy, and then the healing comes, right? And then, like, actually sitting down and analyzing everything that's going on around you is very important to spiritual growth, spiritual health, especially when you want to be loved, right? And then taking this necessary time out to just be grateful and thankful for just calmness and peace. I'm one of the people like, yeah, I like being by myself, and it's not nothing to say like, oh, I like being with a group, and I like being by myself too. It is so wonderful to be loved by people where you can be your authentic self, like, right? Like, you could joke around. I'm one of them people like, yeah, I will say some weird jokes just to see, like, I have dark humor in a way that most people don't, but I have dark humor and it'd be funny. And, but I would say a dark joke just to see how you vibe with me for real. And it's just like a spiritual thing. Like, I feel like growing up in an urban community and also like in a big city, but also like growing up around Black people, like, we have, like, there's certain tests that we do to see if you are okay to be around us. Like, what? But then what happens is, I would tell y'all this moment. This is so funny. Shots fired. Okay. So I like to test people around me, and I'm not going to lie to y'all. But sometimes what the universe does to show you like you are safe, right? And this is the most important thing I can tell y'all. When you're used to testing people to see if you're good with them, if you can let down your guard with them, and the universe actually throws a test out there to show you are safe. Like, prime example, I graduated and I was supposed to get a ride. Like, my cousin then was supposed to come pick me up. But something in me was like, you know what? I don't know what's going on, some weird energy, but something's going on. Like, so I was like, all right, cool. And then I just met one of my soul tribe people. Is weird. Like, I just met this person, right? And you know, like, being from the hood, being around, like, just that, like, we like to test people. Like, I remember when I moved to Virginia, this Jamaican told me, like, this is how you know who your real friends is. Call them up at 2:00 in the morning and see if they come and get you. Like, just randomly make up a random story and see if they vibe with you. If they get up or they go into action for you, this is your real friend. So I was supposed to get a ride to graduation. And I was like, dang, I'll get my son dressed. I was supposed to get my help with my hair. My cousin then was supposed to help me. But what the universe did at this very moment is show me something valuable. Like, one, I don't have to test people because I already could read their heart. There's no need to test people. There's no need to do this extra thing. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get to my graduation? Whoa, I need help with putting my cap on my braids. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. This is weird. So I wanted, like, at some moment, it felt like I was supposed to cry, right? But another moment was like, we're not crying. Today is our day. Like, we are in power. Can't nobody take what is ours, right? Next thing I know is it was like, I called my friend up. I was like, oh my gosh, I need a ride. Like, you come help me. I need help. I wasn't going to ask you, but I need help. And my friend was just like, it seems like she was just waiting on me to call her. I promise y'all that. It was like she was waiting on me to call her. Now, what did the universe show me in that moment? At that time, like, I was just like, oh my gosh, thank you for helping me. I appreciate it. I wanted to cry. Like, oh my gosh, this person that I literally just met, well, physically met, but spiritually we already been connected. But this person I literally just met was there for me compared to people I have known my whole life. Like, what the universe and what God is showing me now, because back in the day, if this would have happened, I remember I was graduating from college at Brown Mackey, and a lot of people were supposed to go to my graduation. People I was hanging around with, I was being their friend. Like, none of them showed up for my graduation. Like, none of them. When I say like none of them, everybody who I was around, I partied with, none of them showed up. I was supposed to get a ride by somebody else, and then, like, it came down, like, my uncle, like, fuck that. Like, I'm finna just come pick you up myself. That's exactly what he said. He's like, fuck that. I'm finna come get you. Like, you my niece. Like, and I'm like, my granddaddy just died, and I wasn't, like, in the mood. I was like, I'm just happy I graduated, whatever. Like, but my mom was like, no, you're walking because you're walking. Like, I didn't have to test to see if people were going to show up for me then. I feel like the universe is doing its thing to bring karma, to show people like karma is real. And if you dress karma up beautiful, you will have a beautiful life. So when I just met this girl, and I'm like, and mind you, me and her was supposed to meet a few months ago. And then it ended up like we had to meet each other. And it was so beautiful. It was like, I don't know. It was a thing. And the thing was had. Okay. But this girl, she's like, all right, I'm 5 minutes away. I'm going to just pull up. And I really think to God and the universe at this moment, because at this very moment from this event, what did I learn about this person, right? is that one, I didn't have to test this person. This person showed up for me. Like, I literally met this person and say, hey, I'm graduating. Like, and me being an Aries, sometimes we don't like to really, I know I'm all y'all Aries because I am one. We don't like to, I don't know, like we kind of like to show out, but then people make us like, you're not supposed to do that. And then situations happen, right? And I done been hurt by friends. So when I met this young girl, this young lady, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, can you should come to my graduation? She's like, yeah, I'm coming. Let me know what time is it. Okay, I'm making sure I am shutting this down. Like ain't nothing happened. I got this blocked off for your time. Like, and she was just there for me, like in so many ways that was more important. Like, and I was like, oh my gosh. What God showed me in this moment is that one, I don't have to test her. When somebody is being sent in your life to help you from the universe, there's no test. The only test is, are you able to receive that in that moment? And I feel like the universe is like, yeah, like, I don't want to show you, like, you don't have to do this with this young lady. Like, you're very loved. Like, I'm going to show you. I feel like the universe sent her in my life to show me how loved I am, right? But the universe also showed me a reflection of me. And I always say, like, the people around you should reflect who you are in the inside. I'm like, I walk in. So she drops me off. My friend drops me off. I walk into graduation. Mind you, there's 6 people there that's in gray. Okay. 6 people. Shout out to us. Okay. 6 people was in gray. Everybody else is in black. And I think about that in a terms to what, like, how do I want to say this? Like the power in 6, first of all, but the power in just being able to just be different. Can you be different in a room full of people and also stand out and still be you and your energy without letting it dim your light? So I walk in, a girl came like, hey, I don't really, so another girl in gray was like, hey, I don't really know nobody. I'm an online student, but I came to graduate. Can you take pictures with me? Like, can you help make my experience? I was like, come on, girl, let's do it. And in that very moment, I knew the universe said, I love you. And that's the reason why I'm blessing you with the things that I'm blessing you with, because you put this energy out all the time. Like, you always are in a space to where you are helping people. You put so much love into the universe. I want to show you how loved you really are. So with the universe placed me on this young lady path, like we had to connect because we had to, right? But what the universe did in this very important moment and pivotal moment in my life, it showed me, like, when I'm loved, I don't have to really test people. The people who are going to be there for me are going to show up for me the way how I show up for everybody else. I am saved. I'm okay. I am loved. People are like, well, like, yes, I didn't have to ask this girl twice. I didn't even have to remind her what time my graduation was. Right. And a lot of people are like, what? Like, no, I did not. I did not have to ask her. I did not have to remind her. I remember telling people about my graduation and telling them, like, when I graduated college the last time, like, hey, I'm graduating this day at this time. Like, you coming. And I was even partying with people the day before. Now, what happened was I even seen this young lady the day before and the day before that, like before graduation. And like, I didn't have to remind her, like, hey, my graduation's at this time. Like, we were so busy talking about everything else to the point where it came graduation time and she was already ready. And then, like, I got blessed twice. So let me tell y'all something. Like, when you do what you need to do and you do it a right job, and people talk about, because Saturn is moving into Aries. Y'all, Aries get a bad rep for being war. Like, yes, we will go to war and win. That's dumb. Second of all is, like, we're also very passionate people. We're passionate lovers. And so how I apply that to is the universe saying, like, you always do what you got to do. So I got to really show out. I got to bless you twice. So I met another young lady through my friend. And like, I was like, hey, I graduated. She's like, oh my gosh. She moved her whole schedule around just to come to my graduation. Like, she's like, okay, my kids got to go to soccer game, but I'm going to see if my mom can sit with them and take them. And then I'm going to come to your graduation. And she showed up. She was a little late, but she showed up, and it was late because she was trying to work out her schedule. And I appreciate that. And people don't understand it. Like, I appreciate your time. I love when people take the time out for me, because that's what I would do. Like, oh my gosh. I'd be like, okay, so I want to go to your graduation. Malachi has a game. Let me see if I can either, like, place him like with somebody else go, and then I come to your graduation. Like, there's something that I would do. Completely. And the universe was telling me, like, you can trust these people. These people love you the same way that you love everyone else. The energy that you give out is coming to you. So sometimes you have to be ready to receive that. But usually, I'm not gonna lie, I used to like test people. And that's not even of the universe energy, okay? Like, so you're testing people, like, why? Right? There's a lot of reason why. The hurt that I've been through, but also like the upbringing. Like, God's going to take you through all these tests just to show you that he loves you. Like, what kind of God do y'all serve? What kind of God is that? No, God, the God that I love would never put me through a test to make it seem like in order to be and to achieve what I want and love, that I got to go through something bad. That's weird. And a lot of people don't think about this, but I'm a psychology major, right? So I'm like, how has this influence and impact a whole universe, right? Not just like individual, a whole universe. Like, oh, you got to go through all this bad stuff for the good stuff to happen. No, there's no God that I know that will put me through a test like that just to show me they love me. Period. No, I'm not accepting that. That is not a part of my universe. That might be a part of somebody else's, but that's not a part of mine. And I'm okay with that, right? But what I learned in this valuable little small window, and at this moment, now that I'm sitting back, I got time to think about it, and every single thing that has happened to me for the greater good. I'm thinking to myself, like, wow. You are the most beautiful being in the universe. And look at God, whoever y'all believe in, was like, let me love on this girl because she purely loves on other people, don't even gotta know them. And she's gonna love you just because you exist, right? And you show up for people, so now I have to show up for you. And this comes out to do self-love. Right? I used to give out to everybody, but I used to not take that time out to really just sit back and give to me. And then I changed my mind frame and I started doing the healing work. I started to do like changing my whole way I think and move. And now it's kind of like walking through a forest. I don't have to hunt my prey. My prey will come to me. And I just feel like in that moment, like the universe, like, I love you because you are you. You are destined to be you. You are great. But let me bless you with some people that really genuinely will love you for just being you. And I see this every time I come in touch with my friends. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I just love y'all. Like, we need to make TikTok videos about like how I'm going to put y'all in a headlock because where the hell y'all been? And why the hell y'all let me get hurt this many times before? But in actual reality, like if I can tell you, like, how can I attract real authentic relationships, right? And when you're in alignment, you know that you're in alignment because your life flows. The things that you put out, you're getting it right back, right? And I'm one of them people, like, I always think positive. I don't look at everything as a negative. I will take what somebody says negative and change it to a positive. Like, prime example, I'm scrolling on TikTok and they're talking about, eighth house, you either have Aries in the first house or you have Aries in the eighth house, and this is what this is going to look like. Baby, first of all, this ain't what this going to look like. Why do y'all scare people? Y'all fear-based people into thinking like it's going to be a bad moment. No, it's only going to be a bad moment if you're doing weird ass shit. Stop doing that dumbass shit that y'all doing where you're being mean and wishing bad things to happen to people. That's not what this is about. This is about being Aries people are very passionate. They're warriors and they win the war. There's no like debates about that, right? And if an Aries person loves you, that means you already won the battle. You won the toughest battle that you could ever win in lifetime. Is winning the heart of an Aries. Like, no, drop. I'm so proud of y'all. Like, cause y'all, look. That's the one. You won. So there's nothing else that you need to do once you win the heart of an Aries. I mean, you still got to keep it, but there's really nothing that you need to do other than just being yourself. Aries people like people to show up as themselves. Right. And I'm a person like I'm no longer hiding who I used to be. Like I used to hide the spiritual part of me. I used to always like most people didn't even really know. Like a lot of people knew how deep I was and how down to earth I am. But you can't say that you ever used to be my friend if I never prayed with you. If I have never prayed with you, you are never really my friend. I'm just throwing that out there because I love to do that. Like I personally love to do that. I love to like, I don't know. I love to give, but I also love to help people. Like, why wouldn't I want to do that? And I feel like I said this a while ago, like the universe is kind of like righting its wrongs. Like, okay, if you did the work, you're going to get the karma put back in. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going through a time period where some things went wrong with me and it should not have went that way. Like at all. Like, I don't know how to put it. I feel like the universe is like, God just took a look and looked down like, okay, this wasn't supposed to happen here. Let me set you on a whole new timeline where I'm showing you how I apologize that this happened and this went wrong with you. Even though you were putting in a great work, you should have got that energy back. Now, it's all a mind frame thing, right? But if you believe in a higher power, you believe in a higher self. And there's also ancestral stuff that happens here too, right? And I gotta throw this out here because this is real. It's a real thing. It's a real statement. It happens all the time. You get in these moments where you're like, okay, like I've been doing really good stuff. Like, what's going on? Like, why isn't this working out? Like, what is going on? Like, where's the wicked change come from? Whoa. Right? A lot of times there's a lot of ancestral hurt that happens. Cause I noticed like, even like with my family, like we come from a branch where, you know, my generation, my branch is, I don't know which branch I said all now. Now I'm thinking about it, but whatever branch that I'm on, I noticed like we all collectively woke up and started healing at a certain time. And I noticed like our lives are a little bit different than the branches above me. And I was like, that's meant because we the chain breakers, but we're also here to just do things our own way. Like we don't really fall into a category where we are all in black. Like, no, we're going to be the different people and we're okay with that. And I noticed like a lot of people in my branches are Aries. Most of the people in my family branch, in this particular branch, there's more Aries people than there is any zodiac sign. So I think about that, like Aries and Aquarius. So I think about that as a whole term of like, okay, once I started healing and I started to do like the inner work, I started to see like there was patterns that was causing the stuff that happened to me. And I was like, nah, I gotta heal this because I don't want my child to receive none of this. I don't want nobody who even connected to me, blood-wise, spiritual-wise, soul family to even receive this. But this is an ancestral pattern from being in somebody's womb that they have experienced and they didn't get the chance to heal it because they didn't know how to heal it, right? And when you got that opportunity, or maybe they couldn't heal it out loud, because of situations that happen. Like, you got to understand something. There was a Jim Crow era is very significant. There was also, especially for the Black community, like, you have like, like, oh, if you came out loud and you did this, like, you might have been burned or something. It's like weird stuff. It's crazy. Okay. But I want to say, like, I started to do like healing. I started to do like womb healing. Like, okay, like, let me read this book. Let me see how I could do this. But a part of me wanted to change. I'm like, I don't want to keep accepting the same thing. I remember I sat in church one day and this pastor over there in College Hill, he said, in order to get different results, you can't keep doing the same thing and think you're going to get different results. You got to do something different. And I thought about that to the point where it came down to start healing. I'm like, you know what? I never really took that time out to really deep dive and do some healing work. But I have time, so why not do it? Right? Like, why not sit down and do the deep healing and do the things that most people don't even dive into when it comes to healing? They don't even ask these questions. Like, oh, so you didn't ask this question, huh? You just skipped over this one and just kept going. Like, no, ask yourself, like, why are you hurt? And why do you keep skipping over this particular part of healing when you should be deep diving and doing the healing work? Like, take that time out to really release some emotional stress in your body so that way you can be okay and move forward, right? Like, and it's a powerful I'm trying to think of the word, right? It is a real powerful movement when you can take the time out and really heal some things that you really don't speak about out loud, or some things that you might have forgot about, right? Because I did some healing work where it came around to my identity, like identity as a Black woman, but also as a light-skinned Black woman in a community where if you walk outside light-skinned, people think you better than them. It's crazy. And a part of what, like, I can say, like, my friends are doing for me at the moment. Like, my friend was like, nope, you are here. You have to be in this position. This is you. Like, my friend told me, I don't never want you to dim your light to make me feel okay. And when she said that, that was one, recognizing spirit, right? And that's recognizing the God in her, right? But also recognizing that to be around her, I don't have to dim my light. Like, she's like, I know you're powerful. She was like, and that's fine. Like, she's like, and I like that. And I recognize the power in her. And I'm like, she don't ever have to be like, oh, she has to dim her light in front of me. Like, this is not that type of thing. Like, it's not a competition. It's an actual friendship. Some people have friendships where you're in competition with them, like, constantly. Like, what are we doing here? I'm not about to be in competition with you. Why? Because one, I don't have the time, right? I don't have the time or the energy. And I remember I used to say that back in the day, and I really meant it. But people were secretly in competition with me, and it used to be weird. And I just never really got, like, why do we have to be in competition with each other when I'm not in competition with anyone? I just want you to be my friend. I want you to be a real friend that I am to you, that you are to me. Like, what are you saying? And so I just feel like I'm in a space to where I now really trust the universe, and I'll be like, you know what? I love you. Like, the universe is like, yeah, like, this is your year to do what you need to do. And whatever that looks like, that's what you're going to do. Whatever this looks like to you, it's not nobody else's year to say, hey, this is what this looks like for you. No, this is the year where you understand what good karma is, right? Like, these are the years, like, I'm really going back in time. Like, and I don't know, like, it's like, I said it in my podcast maybe a year or two ago where I was telling y'all that, I don't know, it was a shift, like, where you were supposed to do something different and you have to pick a different route. and you have to do it. Like, it's kind of like the universe is making it like, nope, you got to do it. You got to be right here at this time, and you're going to be connected to these people. Like, you wasn't connected to them the first time, but you are now connected to the right people that you need to spiritually be aligned and grow spiritually. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just really happy that I'm in a space to really, I can talk to y'all about, like, I actually know what it feels like to be loved by the universe and to be loved by God, to be loved by my angels, to be loved by my ancestors, to really show y'all, like, this is what love looks like. This is how it sounds. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh my gosh, it was so crazy because before I met this young lady, before I met both of them, I was just telling my counselor, I was like, oh my gosh, I was friends with this girl and I was like, I already knew we weren't going to be good friends. And I mean, I just didn't know why, but I do now. But I was like, I just don't understand. Like, I just really want some friends that just genuinely just love me. Like, I love them back. And it's so funny because when I met my friend and we first connected, like, as friends, I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to give her this, that, blah, blah, blah. And my friend was like, I was like, but no. But then I talked to my counselor. I was like, I don't want to love bomb her. I like giving. My love language is giving. And I like that. I don't have a problem with that. I'm also an Aries, but I have prominent placements in my birth chart that says I like to give. I just don't want to overgive. And it was so funny because I talked to my friend, we was talking, and I was like, she's like, and see, and I didn't want to love bomb you either. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it was just a moment where I just knew at this point, like, yeah, we were supposed to be friends. We were supposed to have been friends, right? Like, and the universe has a way to making sure that you are connected to the people that you're supposed to be connected. Because, prime example, I came into where her place of business is, and I didn't see her. I didn't meet her. I don't know where she was at. I was like, okay, like, I was like, where's she at? No. And then I was like, okay, I just walked out. But then, like, I seen that she does something on the side of her. I was like, ooh, I want to participate. But I didn't know, like, I should have been up there is what I'm going to tell you. But the universe, I always believe in divine timing. Things happen when it's supposed to happen. So the fact that we were supposed to connect and we didn't connect then, like, even though we did, but we didn't. So I end up walking. I don't know. I just been doing my thing in psychology, really showing up for that guy. Shout out to me. MVP, okay? MVP of the world, Craig. I don't know. I got presented with an opportunity, and it was like, the universe was like, you're doing this. They didn't take no for an answer. Like, my teacher, she didn't take no for an answer. She's like, you're doing this. This is just what it is. And so then, like, we just took off. We went. Like, things were, I would say, like, there was things that was not necessarily in my favor. Like, prime example, like, my car broke down at that time. I was like, I can't even get up there. My teacher was like, no, I'm driving you. Like, we're going to go up there. And I end up meeting my friend there. Like, we were just sitting down talking. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this girl. I was thinking to myself, like, I love her. I don't even think she understands, like, I love her. I don't know why I love her, but I do. And it's a wonderful thing that, like, I was like, oh, okay. And then the moment we were sitting up there talking, because we're talking business, right? And she was like, this is divine timing. And it's like everything she was saying, I was like, oh, she just don't understand. Like, I love her and I agree with her, all of this and all of that. Like, and it was a powerful pivoted moment for me. And then, like, we met up again. And it was weird because this time it was like, okay, this time I'm gonna make sure, like, you two connect, right? Because we didn't exchange numbers at this time. So then, like, we met up and I was like, hey, like, do you think you can send me that? Because I can't really hear it, because I really couldn't. It was like she was kind of blocking the speaker for me to really sit down and hear it. And next thing I know is we end up exchanging numbers at that moment. And it's just like, it's been up ever since. And I just, like, I am very grateful and thankful for her. And then, like, I was like, okay. Then I came to one of her things she has. And I was like, okay. And we just, like, had a moment of just, like, love and recognition at that moment. And you know when the universe is supporting you. That's all I will say. Like, I knew the universe loved me at this moment when the universe entered my life. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this girl. No homo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm from Cincinnati because I be want to make sure y'all know I am not homo, but I do love her and I appreciate her as my friend. You know, Cincinnati people, we always say no homo. But it's a beautiful thing. Like, the universe is like, okay, like, you deserve to be good friends. And it's like, I just called it out. I just was talking to my counselor randomly. Like, I need better friends. Like, friends who show up for me, friends who do this. Like, my friend was like, I don't care what it is. Like, come on, girl, we're going to go do it. Like, and that's what the type of friend I am. Like, what? No, like, what did you call me for? What you want to do? Okay, let's do it. And like, people who have been in my life before I met this young lady, like, and not saying that they haven't showed up for me in ways that, like, I feel like it was very pivotal, but to actually really show up for me and as an Aries. To show up for an Aries, you got to show up for them. Like, hey, we tell you about something. We don't have to remind you that it's happening, and you just come and you show up. So I'm one of them people that I actually do that for my friends. If I love you, I will literally come to wherever you are at and be like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Like, what's popping? What's happening with you? Like, just to show you that, hey, I love you and I care. But to not receive that back is a thing where you be like, you know what, you're a little suspect. I ain't dealing with it no more. But I have to tell y'all that story to say, like, yes, like, God showed me, like, you don't have to test this girl. This girl, I placed her there. Now, for my people who are very religious, it's like, God placed this girl in my life. I don't have to question or test it or think twice. And it was like in that moment, like, oh my gosh, I just needed help. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I really need help. And God was like, I want to show you how this girl is meant to be in your life. Like, I literally, both of my friends, because I sent it, we are in a group chat, and I sent it out like, I'm about to cry. My friend was like, what's wrong? And I called her, and she's like, that's good, because you know what? I didn't even know where I was going, and I'm on my way. No questions asked. Like, it wasn't even like, okay, like, what you need help with? What is it that you? I'm on my way. I'm 5 minutes away. Give me your address. Okay, I'm 5 minutes away, and she was literally here in like 5 minutes. Like, it was just like God showed me like her heart. Like, God showed me God in her. And that's the thing, that to recognize people in the most beautiful, magical way. And it's 11:11 on the clock. Okay. In the most beautiful way. And the most beautiful way is like God showing me, like, I love you, but I placed this girl in here, and you don't have to question this person in your life. Or these people in your life. Like, literally, you don't have to question them, because I placed them there, and you seeing that because how they shown up for you. And it's so crazy, because even though I was around people, some of the people I used to be around used to only show up when there was drama. We only show up when it was time to go out or party. But these people show up in my life where it's a pivotal moment where, like, okay, I actually really need help. And my friend was like, because I like walking, and my friends be like, what are you doing? Like, call me. I would just come get you. Don't do that. I don't like when you do that. Like, my friends be like, what did you do? I don't like that. And that's so funny, because I'm the same way. Like, and it's so weird, because I just be looking at the way every time they say it, and I'll just be smiling on the inside, and you don't understand why. And that's why. Because I'm the same way. Like, I know my friend's walking, even if I don't know if she likes walking or not. Like, what are you doing walking? Like, here, let me pick you up and come get you. I don't care what's going on. Call me. Like, whatever you need, like, let me help you. And like, they are showing me love. Like, and people don't understand that, like, yes, you need love. You deserve love, especially if you done been through some stuff where it's like you had the trauma. And I had a lot of trauma with friends. And like, just people not really being consistent, or people really not showing up for me in moments that, hey, I might need you to show up for me. But I noticed that you're showing up for other people. And what these people are showing me right now in my life is like, we are here for you. Like, I'm here to show up and show you love. Like, I want to show you love, like how you give that out. But they're doing it in a universal way. I don't have to ask. When you have people that really love you, you don't have to ask twice. You only have to ask once. I'm telling y'all. I literally told my friend, I was like, oh my gosh, I need this. I didn't even know my friend made it. And she just made me something. And I was like, oh my gosh, girl, I love you. And she's like, and I did this and I did that. I was like, oh my gosh. Because I do the same thing for them too. And it's like, it's a beautiful moment to be seen and heard, but to be valued in a way where you're like, okay, this is, how do I know if this is God or if this is Allah or whoever y'all believe in? You feel me? How do I know that this is Jehovah showing up in a situation? Like if you're asking for something and you get it, how do you know? Because the one thing I remember hearing, I watched this on Instagram, is like, you know, when this is of God, and this is when you know is if, because God move in speed. And I was like, dang, I didn't even think about that. But it flows. It's not where it's like, it's so fast. Like, no, it flows. It flows in speed. Like you gonna feel the love the moment that you meet. And it was so funny because me and my friend was like, we hugged. I was like, oh my gosh, I love you. And she's so little too, y'all, by the way. Like, it's so funny. We're not gonna go talk about that. But she know I love her. But both of my friends are very little and I'm like this tall giant. And I don't know, like I really feel like sitting down at a table where you are all equal. No matter like how tall, how small you are, like you're equal when you're sitting at the table. Like the love and the flow there is important, and it's magnetic is the word that I really want to use for that. And I really love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world if anybody was to ask me. I'm like, no, I'm okay with that. But it's in alignment. And you know when you're in alignment with God's plan for you or just the universe plan, whoever you believe in, you're like, you know what? How do I know this is in alignment? Because things just start flowing. Like literally, like things start flowing. You start to get the signs. You start to get everything that you need. I'm one of them people like, yes, like I talk positive a lot. I speak about positive speaking to yourself and all that. That's because I did the work to do that. Right. But if I'm around somebody who might even doubt themselves, I'm like, nah, baby, you gotta change the mind frame to get what you want. I'm here to tell y'all, according to Saturn and Aries, how this placement is going to play out for y'all is what karma have you been doing or what work have you been doing for yourself? If you've been putting out good energy, you're going to get the energy you give out, but it's going to be amplified. Aries, we have that intense, amplified love, that passion. You're going to feel the passion. And that's what I felt with my friends, even though like Saturn wasn't in Aries at that very moment. And I think it just turns. Yeah, it kind of did. It turned into Aries and then it moved back into Pisces. And now it's back into Aries. But it was so passionate in that moment because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. And then like, it was like, no, you can't cry. But I need you need to be able to ask for this and it's already there. And so I always like to reference the Netflix series called God's Favorite Idiot. Okay. And I say that because like, in that moment, I kind of felt like, dude, like, okay. And God's telling dude, like, hey, I placed this girl in your life. That identity theft lady, for all my black people who wonder what I'm talking about, the white lady, she plays in this movie. They was like, well, we placed her in your life because she's already known she's assigned, but she did not know that she was being placed in this man's life for a reason. Everybody is placed in your life for a reason. They're here to play a role, right? But when it's divinely guided and being placed there, that's like God saying, hey, I love you. And especially when they have the real intentions like you when it comes to friendships and love, to be heard, to be valued. It feels different. I'm here to tell my side of the story. Like, baby, it feels different. I love it over here. I'm so grateful and I'm thankful. Like, This is like karma just blessing me, like just standing there watching us connect. Like I feel like in that moment when I first, like when me and her exchanged numbers, it was like a thing that was like, yes. Like it was like a connection. Like it was kind of like when you plug your brand new thing that came in the mail and you have to plug it into the wall. It was kind of like that. It was like, boom. Okay. Now watch this work. Hey, you don't turn something on and watch it work. And it's been up ever since. Like, I mean, this has been going up for me anyways, but it's been going up for her. But now it's like really up. And it's like the elevation, like you just know that you're in flow with the universe. It's like, okay, do y'all really trust me or do you not? Are you going to go in this river currency? Well, how if I move it fast sometimes? But what happens if I move it slow? Right? Like, are you able to do that? Are you able to flow with me? Like, there's a time of where you're supposed to be isolated and there's a time where you're not supposed to be isolated, right? And then it's so crazy because me and her, we even have the same playlist. It's weird. Like, it's not weird, but it's like, I like it. I'm like, girl, I got every song that's playing. She's like, yeah, this is my spot. I was like, this sounds like my playlist. And it's just so funny, like, because we just be cracking up and we start laughing. And it's a beautiful experience, right? It's very wonderful to feel loved the way that you are. And I was like, oh my gosh. But the fact that I didn't have to test her to see if she was my friend is the most powerful thing that I feel like has benefited me in this time. Like, I don't have, when I remember I was doing the mind frame retraining, like I don't have to be tested to receive something good. I don't have to be tested to receive something good. I don't have to go and struggle or do all this to receive something good. That is an unhealthy thing, and it manifests so different. That programming, it's weird, and I deprogrammed that to the point where now I'm just like receiving and like understanding that what I learned at a very, very little girl age is incorrect and it's okay. Right? And I'm telling y'all, the mind frame of where this comes from is this stems from the Bible. Every Bible talks about this, no matter what religion you're in. Oh, you got to struggle before you get this. Like, no, this is not true. This is not true. This is not true. There's no God that would ever want to see you struggle to give you something. That's not even how that works. You don't have to go through something hard to be loved. That's not love, right? And so I think that is a very powerful moment when I deprogram myself from that. Like, man, there ain't no way you're telling me that there's a God that would test me, put me through some stuff like that. Knowing I'm an Aries, I'm already a warrior. We're already fighting a war. Why would God add another war on top of that? That's weird. That's dumb. Like, there's no God that loves me that would do that. I'm sorry. And once I deprogrammed that and debunked that did a lot for my mind frame and for healing in general. And so I think this is and the reason why I'm speaking about it today is because a lot of times people don't understand how this manifests, right? Like, you get into relationships, you think that you're supposed to go through something hard, and then that's when you get the friendship that you need to know because you done went through something. Like, no. That's not how that goes at all, guys. Like, literally, like, real friendship, real love is when you first meet, you're not nervous around this person. You don't have butterflies in your stomach. You know that this is your friend because this is your friend. Like, you don't have to hide. Like, there is no ancient when I first met this girl, there was no like feeling. And when even before we showed up, I knew that the day that I actually like sat down and talked to her, I knew it was a fated day for me, right? And yeah, no, I'm an astrology girly, so I already know, like, okay, this is a fated day for me. Whoa. But I knew because when I went to talk to my teacher and she just told me to get in her car, like we was leaving out, like I just walked by just to say hi. And it wasn't even a moment where I was actually sitting down. It was a moment where I'm just coming by to say hi. And she's like, okay, well, come back at this time. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to give me some free lunch and then I'll be back. It was a moment. And then in that moment, right when I'm talking to her, I get a notification. It's like, today's a fated day. And the things that it said about fated, I'm like, okay, but I already knew that because I felt it coming up. I was already getting prepared for that. So when I sat down, I met her and I was just talking, I was like, oh my gosh, I love her. She just don't even understand how much I love her. I was like, okay. And then as me in my business, in the frame that I do, I'm like, okay, I still have to, I want to be professional. But then the second time we got to be ourselves. And it was like a beautiful moment for her to be seen and for me to be seen. Like, that's when I knew, like, yeah, we were supposed to be friends. Like, we had a whole moment where we kind of like took over the show. But it wasn't like it took over the show to dim anybody's light, because love never dims anybody's light. It just amplifies it. And when you learn that, you learn a beautiful thing. And so I'm here to tell y'all, for the people who are astrology people and for the people who are not, this is a time where God is going to show up in your life, the universe, your angels, your ancestors, whoever y'all believe in, Allah, Jehovah, or Yahshua. You're gonna know that you are loved. If you've been loving on yourself, you got to take the time out to understand and how you feel, and take the time out to really know how you want to be loved. If you don't know that, then you know nothing. You were just experiencing love in a program. Deprogram yourself and really take out, like, how do you want to receive love? Like, before my friends even came in my life, I used to say, this is what I want from friends. This is what I need. This is what I want. And I never really understood exactly that, because I kept meeting people and it was like, nope, it wasn't right, because there was something that I had to heal that was core, very core, in order to receive who I got now in my life. And the people and the love and, like, just every single body that's attached to me. Like, I know, like, okay, this isn't what I want to experience in a friendship. Like, or this isn't what I don't want this for me in my life. And I know how to walk away, and I'm able to express that. Expressing what you don't want is telling the universe energy. Okay, I sent this energy, you didn't like that energy, and so you backed out. I now know that you don't want that. So let me send in the energy that you do want. Because in order to know what you don't want, sometimes you got to try it. Like, that's just like, okay, I want to try new food. Or you try this Caribbean food and then you kind of don't like it. But how you know what kind of Caribbean food that you like if you don't try everything, right? So you should really take your time out to experience in that moment anything. And I've been like, you know what? I'm trying new stuff. And I made it my dedication last year. I said, I am trying new things just to try it. Period. I'm doing everything that I usually don't do. I'm coming outside the box. And this is me living in my authentic Aries energy. Right? Because I do have a Virgo prominent placements too. So I'm coming outside. I'm outside. I'm trying everything new, and everything I tried, I succeeded at. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that was the war. The war was really just going out there trying it. If I tried it, it was going to work. That's what the universe was showing me. Like, you know what? You just got to trust yourself that the new things that you're doing, it's beautiful. It's a thing. So if you just go out there and you believe in yourself with something new, and you're just like, you know what, I'm going to just try this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this. Like, say, for instance, you want to be a makeup artist, and you're like, you know what, let me, and something in you wants to be a makeup artist, and then you try it. And then the first time you're like, okay. And then you notice, like, you're starting to get it more than you thought that you got it. And then you're just like, you know what, let me keep doing this. Okay. I like this. I like this new me that's willing to try new things. How are things going to come to you if you're not doing new things? That's weird, right? So you got to do something different and change your energy and change the perspective in order to get what you really want. You have to let go of anything that is standing in your way to be great. And the only thing I can tell y'all is I made it my dedication last year to try all new things. I did a play. Like, I ain't never did no play. The last time I was told to do a play, I said I wasn't doing it, right? But I did a play, and it was very successful. I got told I was one of the best actors, and I'm not even an actor. I don't go to school for acting. I told her I was really good at it. She was like, oh my gosh. Like, and she was like one of the people who go around judging. Like, she's really a person who go around judging people. She's like, I just wanted to see that. And she's like, you did that part. I was like, yeah. But I had a part where I chew gum. And so y'all know I was loving it because she be popping her gum on the way. Okay. So I'll be popping my gum. So it was a thing for me to really see that I am able to do anything and it will work just because I trusted myself to do it. And even if I tried it and it didn't work and I'm like, you know what, it's a little too hard. Not saying that it's a little too hard, but it's really not for me. And I'm able to walk away. Like, I put myself out there and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to make new friends. And I put myself out there and I was like, you know what, that ain't going to work. Me and her ain't going to be friends. Boop, 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 boop. And even though I tried to I did my best to be like, you know what? I know that you hurt, but let me try to show you like what a real friend is. That didn't even work because the universe said, that's not where you're supposed to be at. Like, I'm going to break this friendship up because this ain't your friendship you're supposed to be. And I need you to be really loved. Like, you're going to know that. And then for the people who are like, the Taurus people, the Aries people who are passionate lover Scorpios, like, there's certain ways how we need to be shown, like, right? And I'm like, okay, you don't have to take me through all of that. All I need is one sign now and I'm out. If you do this word, I'm out, right? And I'm like, all right, cool. But at this very moment, I can say, like, it's very pivotal for me to actually really understand and love God and really love the universe. And I love my angels and ancestors. I love the Most High. You're tripping. Like, I love me. I'm a goddess. Duh. Like, what? No. But I love the space that I'm in because I'm able to grow. And I'm able to grow in ways that I have never grown before because I really trust the universe. And that faith is a powerful, powerful spiritual gift that most people don't choose to tap into sometimes. You got to have faith in the things that you're doing. Okay. This isn't just religion talk. This is spirituality talk, is faith. You gotta know that what you're doing is going to succeed. Right. And if you really want to be authentic and you're just like, you know what, I just need to try to figure out, how do I get out of this loop? You got to have faith to know that you're going to get out that loop because you're going to get out that loop. And you got to have faith that you recognize the signs. I feel like you should start with, hey, show me the signs of if someone is meant to be in my life and they're not. I'm telling you, like, God just showed me in a way where I gave y'all, like, I usually test people. I did not have to test this girl to see if she was a good, to be a friend of mine. If she was going to be a good, her or my other friend, like, I didn't have to test them to see if they were a good friend. Like, I didn't have to tell these people 3 or 4 or 5 times. Like, hey, like, I'm graduating on this day. Are you going to come? I literally told them once. My friend put it in her calendar. She already had things shut down. She's like, I just want to confirm, like, where exactly it is because I have never been over there on campus. So tell me exactly where it's at. And then I'm glad, like, that happened because then I was able to, like, really show her, like, where she got to go at and different things like that. And she sat with my son. Literally. Like, her, my son, and my other friend, like, they are so funny because Malachi taller than both of them, and I love them both. But, like, it was just so funny. Like, they was just sitting out there chilling. Like, my son was just like, all right, cool. And I was like, you gonna be good? He's like, yeah, my mom good. And it's a very magical thing to just be in a moment where you're in a space full of just, you know, love and light and to be recognized for who you are. Like, I'm not in competition. Like, literally, like, I can tell that my friend is working with me in ways, like, she don't even understand, like, how my angels is like, they're confirming things with me, with her. Like, you don't have to do that with her. That's all I'll be hearing. Like, you ain't got to do that with her. She gonna be there. You don't have to say 5 times. You don't have to have no sad story. You don't have to do anything. Like, she's really a reflection, a mirror of you. Like, you literally just gotta say it one time. She gonna show up. And that's a powerful thing to actually to sit up here and tell you, like, how do you get that, right? And how you get that is really by putting it in the work. Like, I keep telling people, like, I know y'all see a lot of astrology people. You might be hearing people. I just read something and I was just like, this is weird. Like, y'all putting out all this bad energy with Saturn moving into Aries, when Aries people are very passionate. Once an Aries love you, they love you. And I feel like once karma loves you, karma loves the hell out of you. Karma will make sure that you get exactly what you're supposed to get. Pay attention to what I just said. And if you need help, go back and rewind it and listen to it again. Karma, and I'm going to say it one more time, karma will make sure you get exactly what you deserve. Pay attention. So guys, put in that work. Be the love that you want to receive. But everybody around you should be a direct reflection of who you are. I remember they used to be like, birds of a feather flock together. And I used to be like, man, but I'm nothing like these people that used to be around me. Like, but now if you see the people that are around, be like, yeah, that's her. Like, my friends are very loving. It's so funny because we're all loving, but we all be talking shit about the same shit. And it's like, what? And my friend, she is so like, let's do love, peace. Like, I'm like, girl, I'm on the same shit. That's what I just like, this world is. But to me, the love, really, the only thing we really see in the universe for real is love. And that very moment, we see love and we see peace. So, but we want to see it everywhere, like with everybody. And I feel like it's already in alignment. Because all I go down and I just see so much love and so much light into the world on my timeline. It's like I don't see what everybody else experience. Even though sometimes y'all know I'm sensitive and I can feel it, but I still feel like love is just it's like Mother Earth just getting her pump back. She pumping. All the blood is now flowing back through her. So I just think it's a beautiful moment, guys. Take this time out to see how you feel like God or karma or Saturn, because Saturn is the planet of karma, is going to show up for you. Right. And I always tell people that, like, yes, I'm a very karmic person. Anytime you come across me, it's either you did something wrong or you did something right. And I'm a blessing to you. And my birthday screams that. Everything about me screams that. And I have to learn to accept that. But it's a positive vibe to really trust in yourself and to show up for you. And you will see how things are aligned. But when you're with people who are destined to be aligned to you, you'll notice how your stuff accelerates a lot faster, because that's how the speed of the universe works. It just whoop, 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 whoop. It's so crazy because my friend was like, yeah, she's like, I've been getting this feeling like we should like slow down. Them little kids be cracking me over. They're like, slow down. And I think, and it's 222 guys on the clock. That's so cute. The thing about slowing down is patience. Because sometimes, like, it takes time for things to happen. Like, and especially if they're supposed to happen in a beautiful, passionate way. And with Aries being passionate, people don't understand. Even though y'all might feel like we move fast, when we actually take something and we make it into a masterpiece, we actually really take our time. To you might feel like we're moving super fast, but to actual speed, the actual time that's in it, it's like it froze. And we're just moving pieces silently and just doing it. And it just happens. Like no time has passed. And then it goes, once it's displayed, it didn't start moving fast again. Like you're like, oh, I just thought you was working on that. Nope, I'm over here now. Like, yeah, I don't know. I done been elevated. I done graduated. I did the work. And so I'm walking into destiny. I'm walking on my path. I'm supposed to. There's nothing you could do to me. Like in order to come to me, you either got to be in love or you're not. And if you're not supposed to be near me or you not on the right aligned path with me, you won't be close to me. And I'm okay with that. So I think, guys, like take the time out. And I leave y'all. I always leave y'all because I love y'all so much. I always leave you with something to think about, right? So my question to you is, how do you feel like God has shown you, or Jehovah or Allah has shown you, or your angels or ancestors or your spiritual guides, how do you think that they're showing up for you and delivering your karma? Like, how do you think karma is going to come to you? Have you been putting in good work? Have you been doing the healing? Are you just waiting to receive your blessings? But have you done the things to put yourself in a receiving mode? That's the real question. Cause I was like, you know what? There's a piece that I was missing. And then I figured out the piece I was missing. And so like, I tried to test it out. And when I tested it out, it worked. I'm like, there's vulnerability and trusting and having faith, but you got to have that vulnerability to know and also demand it to you. You got to demand things like, and also like be in a receiving mode to be loved. I'm one of them people like, yep, it is what it is. I'm going to see your heart regardless, like regardless of whatever you got going on, I'm going to see it anyways. But I am so passionate about the things that I do and how I love. And I really just thank the universe for being a part of my life to show me like everything of how I used to think and how I deprogrammed and how I program is in direct alignment. Like, I don't even know how to explain it besides like, yeah, some of the stuff that I was manifesting, maybe like even 5 years ago, it's now coming to fruit. And it's like the most important part of this is really trusting myself and having faith and know that it's going to come to me. Like, yeah, I put in an order. Here come Amazon Prime. I think I'm going to get prime time. Like, and prime time is divine time. So I'm in prime time. I thought it was going to be delivered in 3. And he got delivered in 2. Or he got delivered in 1. So I'm really happy to be an experience of the love that I am and just being grateful and thankful in the space that I'm in. So I want to tell y'all that. Ask yourself, how do I think karma is going to show up for me? Have I been doing the things that I need to do to receive good karma? Or do I need justice in my life? How can I get justice? And is justice justified in my life? Do I deserve justice? If I do deserve justice, why? What is it that I really want? Have I been putting in the steps to get what I really want? Have I been speaking the positivity over the things that I really want and need? That is the thing that must be played for me. And for the people who do the ancestral work, okay? Because shout out to us, because we really be putting in that work. And we put in work that people feel silently. Like, the chain breakers. They break the whole damn chain. And everybody will feel it because they broke the chain, right? For the chain breakers, for the people who really put in that healing work to really do the things that like you help your ancestors out. Even though your ancestors help you out, you help them out. Every time you heal a piece of them. And for the people who do that womb healing, Baby, when you healing your ancestors and when you calling them truth, that's womb healing. People don't understand when you're calling truths, you're inside of a womb calling truths. Yeah. Sometimes people don't understand, like, baby, you've been ready. You just didn't even know that you was ready because you were born ready. Accept it. Okay. Accept it. Accept it. But that ancestral healing, that's a little bit deep. That's the root of things. So when you get to the root of things and you're ready to really heal, you try to get to the root and you ain't gonna play no games. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. But take the time out to really feel like, what space do you need, or how do you think karma should work in your life, or how you want to show up for yourself more, so that way you can see the God in every situation that you got going on. But you also got to be appreciative, especially if you've been deprogramming. Have you been deprogramming to a point where it benefits you, or you haven't? Pay attention to that. But guys, take the time out to tell me how you really feel about this. Make sure you write me on my webpage at the Pretty Red ENT Show, or you can hit me up on all social media platforms at the Pretty Red ENT Show. My webpage is theprettyredentshow.podbean.com. Make sure y'all go follow me there. Show me some love. But guys, thanks for always tuning in and tapping into the Pretty Red ENT Show. I hope something that I said today helped you realize what you have did is important, and the steps that you are taking is elevating you. You're moving forward, and the universe loves you. But when you're in direct alignment, things flow. Things flow when you're in alignment. Remember that, okay? But thank you guys for always tuning in and tapping into the Pretty Red ENT Show. It's your girl goddess Naquita, a.k.a. Pretty Red ENT.